Hello, spies. Welcome to Northern Ireland. Welcome to my world. Yeah, that's where I live. So that's an actual thing. This is real. Like, I took this picture. I mean, I'm actually standing in a field right now. That's what I mean. Sorry. I have a picture just like this, though. So, um, anyways, I wanted to say hi to you guys. I haven't seen you in a while, so I wanted to put my face out there so you didn't forget what it looks like. So this is my face. There's a little bit of hair there, but um, and this is my traditional Irish cap. Yeah. So, but of course I do represent those hogs. Woo pig suey. That was for you, Heather. Anyways, so I just wanted to kind of briefly give you a few things that I've learned here in Northern Ireland in the short time that I've been here. One, we like our tea a lot. Now this is a really big mug, that huge, but we really do like our tea a lot. And along with our tea, you must always have your biscuits. I just dropped mine. That's okay. I cleaned the floor. So that's one thing that you should probably know about Northern Ireland. We drink a lot of tea. And yes, I'm saying we is throwing me in that now. Eventually you might start hearing a little bit of an Irish accent. I've been working on it, but not yet. So, yeah, we like our tea and biscuits. And when we drink our tea and biscuits, we actually take a break. We don't continue working. We step aside, have a cup of tea, have a biscuit or two, take some time and talk to people, and then we go back to work. It's amazing. We still get the same amount done, but we don't hurry through it. That's kind of cool. It's unique, and I like it. I think I'm going to put it into practice when I come back home. If I come back home. No, I'm kidding. I'll come back home. So, what are some other things that you need to know about Northern Ireland? Well, two, it rains. And it rains. And it rains. And it rains a lot. Ironically, since we've been here, it hasn't rained very much. But it does rain. They say you will see sunlight 365 days out of the year. But it will probably rain 365 days out of the year. Really, there's probably at least 15 days of the year that it probably doesn't rain. We've had almost 15. So, I mean, maybe we've seen all the sunshine we get. But the weather has been absolutely stunningly spectacular since we've been here. There's only been one or 2 days it has really rained like most of the day. So that's kind of cool. We've seen lots of neat things. Yes, I've seen a couple castles. You can get on my Facebook and you can see a couple of those castle pictures. We've been to this place called Scrabo Tower, which is like really old and pretty cool looking. We've been to the coast. I've been in the mountains. I've hiked a mountain. I've climbed in caves. Done all kinds of things. It's really cool here. But I also am working. It's not just a vacation for me. So, the third thing that you probably want to know about Northern Ireland is this. There has been a very large history of conflict here in Northern Ireland. That's the reason I'm here. I'm working in peace and reconciliation. But the history of violence tends to be between two groups of people who have very different political ideas and religious views. And it's really hard to segregate them into specific groups, but they do it, even to the point where they do it based on how you talk. So your accent will help determine which side you're on. They actually will ask questions like, they'll tell you to speak the alphabet, and if you say H, you're on one side. If you say H, you're on the other side. So that's kind of like one defining thing that they all seem to have. I don't know really why, but the basic idea of how they're split is the Protestant, which is also the Loyalist and the Union. Those are a couple terms for them. They tend to be of the Protestant denominations, whether they're practicing or not. They consider themselves to be Protestant, and they are loyal to the crown. So they're loyal to the United Kingdom and to the Queen, and they're Unionists. So that's the basic like side for that one. Then you have the Catholic, which would be like Catholic, and then they would also be nationalists, and that basically is saying that they are they believe that there should be one united Ireland. So there's the island of Ireland, and then within the island of Ireland there is the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland belongs to the UK. The Republic of Ireland is its own country. The Catholic Loyalist group would say that they would like to be one united Ireland, so the whole of the island would be one united Ireland. The people who are on the Loyalist side would be staunchly British, and they would associate themselves with British. As you may have heard Rory McIlroy recently say he feels more British than Irish. Well, that's another bit of that. He comes from Northern Ireland. He comes from County Down, or Hollywood with one L, and he considers himself to be a loyalist. So that's basically the segregation of that, but it runs a lot deeper, and it's really complex. One of these days I may give a little bit of a guide into what their psyche is on that. But I work with two different groups. I work with a church who works with youth who they go to school, and when they get to about 15, they have to take a test. And if they don't make a certain grade on that test, they can't go to school anymore. So it's important they make that grade. Well, in the area where this church is, 12% of the students make the grades to go on. And that really determines whether or not you're going to be able to go to college too. So if you don't make the grade at 15, you cannot continue to go to school. And if you don't continue to go to school, you're probably not going to go to university. And you're also probably going to have a really hard time finding a job. 12% make the grades to move on. The other 88%, they don't. So I'm working with these youth and trying to build a program there for them to give them a place to go, to build trust with them, to help them get some type of qualifications so that they can find jobs, things like that. And it's just a safe place to be. The other job that I have works very, very much with people who have, with a group of adults who have been either injured, bereaved, or traumatized in some way as a result of the conflict. Now, it runs a lot deeper than that. That's a very, I'm using the word deeper, but I'm using it a lot, but it's because it's true. For example, there was a guy who I've made friends with who he was in he drove a taxi, and they put a bomb under his car and it blew up, and he lost his leg, and there was shrapnel that they had to pull out of his leg and out of his body, and you can actually see they used British pounds, coins, as their shrapnel. So they actually removed the coins from his leg and in his body, and he's somebody that I work with. He just received an award today for being one of the most inspiring people in Belfast, which is kind of cool. He's doing a lot for the people. And so I work with people like that, and they share their story with me, and I just hang out with them and do different projects with them. But basically, I'm just building a relationship with them. And we eat together because there is nothing more communal than sharing a meal together. I truly believe that. And so we eat together, we share tea breaks together, tea and biscuits, and just kind of get to know each other. That's pretty cool. Um, so that's the basics of my jobs here. And I know this is a long video now, but I really just wanted to share with you a little bit about what's going on in my life here in Belfast. So the next time you get a video, maybe it'll be a little bit shorter because this is really long. And Heather, I don't blame you if you don't show all this video. But I wanted to say hi and woo pig suey. So, okay, later.